John Berkey. This is a production of the Aggie-Meyer Network. And now, your own Mr. John Berkey.
Thanks, yeah, we have such a large crowd tonight. It's how are y'all doing tonight? Glad to hear it. In fact, if they're a good crowd, we might even go out in the audience. It's got to be good. Jim, how are you doing tonight?
Pretty good.
It's fun to be back. We've only done one show since vacation, and that show we're missing 3 or 4 important key people. One of them was you. You were ill. Get to you in a minute. What did you have?
The flu. I wasn't away like Tony said.
Yeah, so you were really kind of under the weather, and so you got on top of the weather for the negative 30-degree temperatures, right?
Yeah.
How's our drummer doing tonight?
Fine.
Are you ready with your in case we need it tonight? Because we have a super show tonight. We have 2 drummers tonight. How are the guys in the band over here doing? What happened to our girls?
They met the guys.
They met the guys. How's everybody over here doing tonight? Fine. You guys are going to be featured a little bit later tonight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, well, we're just going to mosey. What is this? Microphone's heavier than usual. We're going to mosey on over there. Tom, how are you doing tonight?
Pretty good. My trip to Paris.
We have a good show tonight. We have some statisticians on that are promising.
What would basketball be without?
Absolutely, they promise to be interesting.
John, press release.
This just in off the wire, ladies and gentlemen. This is a press release from New York City. This is something we really thought you should know about. It seems that Monday, 7 people fainted in the Phil Donahue audience.
Right.
I guess the reason for this is they were wearing coats because it was so cold outside, and when they got in the hot of the studio, they fainted. One lady fainted at Phil's feet while she was asking a question. Now this really happens. This is a newspaper.
I heard it on.
Now the reason we are warning you of this is because we figure with the extreme temperatures outside here in Washington, that could happen in this studio. So,
take all your things.
but we have.
Should we tell the crowd out there to take off?
We have preventative measures.
Take it all off.
If you feel sick at all, we do have studio bags installed in the seat in front of you in case you feel like you're, going to regurgitate or anything. Just please use those bags in front of your seat. And if you feel like fainting, don't, because I can't go to a commercial like Phil can.
Don't steal them. They cost a lot of money.
So anyway, that press release in from New York. I feel sorry for Phil having to put up. I mean, how would you feel if somebody fainted at your feet and you're on TV?
I'd be honored.
You'd be honored. I don't know how that would be. How was your Christmas? You haven't been here since Christmas.
Oh well, not very exciting.
Nothing big. Didn't get anything big. What have you done the last several weeks? How's second semester been?
Oh, all right.
Got some good classes?
No.
Well, I don't either, but that's the way school goes. Well, our very own Mr. Woody had a extensive vacation this weekend. Yeah, I know, Woody's. While we were all here suffering in negative 30-degree temperatures with a wind chill of 75 below zero.
I spent the night.
Smiley was in California at an AV convention. Now we know those conventions. Do you take whoopee cushions to those things? I mean, did you have like fun at a convention, or just you told your wife about all that, right? Already. Yeah. So what you said it was 72? One of the days while you were there, you went to Disneyland.
I couldn't handle that heat.
Saw the Queen Mary, and I tell you that those warm temperatures this time of the year sound great. Those sound really great. So you had a good time, didn't you? Did you learn a lot about AV directing?
Yeah.
There's a lot to learn.
Did you hear? Was it a convention, more of a party?
It was strictly work.
Imagine 150.
In fact, I think he even had meetings during. Mr. Aggie-Meyer didn't go. They even had, I think, meetings, Disneyland, while you're waiting in line for rides. They were briefing them on the latest in AV technology, and he brought that back. That's our camera right there. The latest in AV technology.
Let's get a picture of that.
It's only 100 years old.
Yeah,
Let's see how good of a cameraman you are. Can you take a picture of me on camera?
That's the latest in antique camera. Anyway, we have something kind of big tonight. Yeah. Do you ever read books? I mean, certainly you do. Yeah, you read. I mean, like just for fun, like bestsellers, that kind of thing.
Read? Oh, yeah.
No, well, I mean, seriously, everybody does.
I do.
There were some big books that came out before Christmas, like that Iacocca book, which is an autobiography. It came out before Christmas. That was on the.
That was first on
that was. I know it was. No, that was first on the bestseller list for quite a few. I think it still is around the Christmas season. But listen, a great book just came out. It's an autobiography, it came out a little late after Christmas, and we'll explain why in a moment. But anyway, this autobiography has not yet been sold to stores. You can't go out and buy this autobiography because we purchased exclusive rights. I think we paid, what, Mike, a nickel for the rights to this book?
John, actually a dime.
Okay, it was a dime for everything to have the rights to this book. So we're going to read some excerpts. As I said, there have been some autobiographies, but this is an autobiography I'm sure you're all to be interested in. It's the autobiography of Mr. Egemeyer. And now this book is titled Aggie, an autobiography, and what it really is it's a great book. It just came out. It's as you can see here on the side. You want to zoom in? It's published by the Woody Press, and that kind of explains why it came out after Christmas. Another part of the reason was Mr. Egemeyer wanted to include the stuff about his wedding, and so he had to, kind of wait. Yeah, you better be ready for this. Anyway, I'm just going to go through some clips of this book called Aggie, an autobiography. Right here on the back, it kind of gives a summary. I'm going to read this. It says, that's just preventative. This is the rags to riches story of a young man with a dream. We have some music. It's a story of a great American. It's the story of Dennis Egemeyer, the man who at 25 is a legend. Inside this book is the complete story, told in his own words through a diary he's kept since day one. It's all up front and uncensored, so some material may not be suitable for children under 7 years old. So if you have young children at home, probably under 7, you might want to send them to bed because, this is completely uncensored. But we're just going to...
You read one book in your life.
No, this is really... I just read this. Really a good book. Well, here I'm just going to kind of go through here and kind of pick out some of the highlights. Well, here's the very first installment. It's dated September 18th, 1959. It says, Dear Diary, today I was born. It feels great to enter the world. I think I surprised my mom, though, because right after I was delivered, I said my first words. Gee, look at this operating room. It's so spacious. Those were Mr. Egemeyer's first words. Anyway, we'll just we'll skip some pages. Oh, here we go. Here's one dated December 25th, 1964. He's 5 years old already. This installment says, Dear Diary, today was really neat. It's Christmas. All the family got together, even Grandma and Grandpa Egemeyer. I got lots of presents, but one was especially neat. Santa brought me a dustbuster. I've been using it to clean my room ever since, and gee, isn't it fun? So that's where Mr. Egemeyer got his dustbuster. Let's kind of mosey on through here. Here we go. April 27th, 1968. Dear Diary, I just got done watching Leave It to Beaver. It's really my favorite show next to Gilligan's Island. Someday I think I might like to have a job working in television. Now, ladies and gentlemen, right here in 1968, I think was Mr. Egemeyer's first inclination that he wanted to work in television. That's a date that will live in infamy.
Is that like history?
No. Anyway, we jump up now. Now, stay with us. Now, you realize there's a lot of information in between these. I'm just picking out the best of Aggie. Here we have October 23rd, 1971. We jumped up now. Egemeyer's about 12 now. Dear Diary, Today I had my first date. It, it was with that girl who sits in front of me in science. We went to the malt shop after school, and I bought her a large glass of ice water. I think she's probably attracted to me because I'm the only boy in 7th grade with a mustache. I'm sure that's it. Now, Mr. Egemeyer, this is all in good fun. I hope. I hope he. Yeah. Get your finger off the stop button, Mr. Egemeyer. It's all just, it's your history, and America deserves to know about Mr. Egemeyer.
Yeah, my hero.
Like him.
Here we are, June 5th, 1973. Mr. Egemeyer was probably in high school, and Dear Diary, I just got finished watching The Tonight Show, but nothing comes on after that. That gave me a great idea. I think I would like to start someday a 24-hour network. I'm sure it would be a success. But for now, I guess I'll just have to watch the snow on the television set. See, there it is again, 1973, and already Mr. Egemeyer has this dream of starting a 24-hour network, which today, ladies and gentlemen, is a reality. We jump up now. Here we are, May 25th, 1978. Ladies and gentlemen, we are almost up to the present. Isn't this exciting? Dear Diary, today I graduated from high school. Now I can finally work on my dream, the 24-hour network. I think right here in East Peoria High School would be a good starting place. I think I'll hire this 8th grader I know named Steve Blount to help out. And together we're going to take over the television industry. Boy, won't Daddy Egemeyer be proud of me.
He's related to J.R. Ewing, isn't he?
Anyway, this is the last installment I think we're going to read. By the way, this book will be released in several weeks, but we're just kind of giving you a sneak preview. This is November 5th, 1982, just 3 years ago. Dear Diary, today was the best day of my life. And no, it wasn't the day he got married. I finally got the job I always wanted, director of Channel 5. I'm then going to turn Channel 5 into the 24-hour network that has always been my dream. I also met a really neato guy today. His name is Dave Woodward. His friends call him Woody. And I hope that someday I can be one of his friends and call him Woody, too. Oh, Diary, I'm so happy. Well, there's stuff in here about the wedding and, the honeymoon. But we're not going to read that. We'll save that for another show. Maybe some other show will read you. But this book is Aggie, an autobiography from the Woody Press. And it is available, will be available, at a bookstore near you soon. So you'll all want to run out and buy that.
I want to congratulate you on your first place win at the speech.
Well, thanks, Tom.
What was it?
Extemp.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, first time I've ever done it. I don't know how that happened, but okay. Anyway, before we get into anything else, we have a surprise, America. Mr. Egemeyer, it's a bigger surprise to you than you know. We have tonight, live in our studio, Mr. Egemeyer! Oh! How you doing? Hey, Mr. Egemeyer, how you doing? Have a seat. What did you think of the book? What?
Yeah, can I keep it?
Why did you write this book, Mr. Egemeyer?
John, I was inclined by many people who often wanted to hear my life story.
Here's right here.
It's, I haven't seen the finished product yet. I'm pretty impressed with the publishing company.
That's the Woody Press.
Very impressive. I'm sure you'll find certain pages in there interesting, and it makes me so happy to see my friends reading my book.
That's Mr. Egemeyer. Tell us while you're here, give us some technical background. How are things down at Channel 5?
Where's that? Channel 5. Channel 5 is interesting. The Dustbusters, too. No, it's looking really hot down there. It's a real nice place. I like it a lot. It's fun.
So your 24-hour network has finally become a dream. I think that's really something, Mr. Egemeyer.
24-hour network?
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, you're in touch with America. You're in touch with the world, excuse me. You are beamed on satellite now across the world, right?
Yeah.
To far corners of the earth where they don't even have television sets?
All four.
Mr. Egemeyer, You don't have a mustache.
Sorry.
Wait, Mr. Egemeyer has a mustache. Wait a minute. This can't be Mr. Egemeyer. This can't be Mr. Egemeyer. I'm sorry. Hey! America, what is this? A Mr. Egemeyer imposter?
I feel like dirt.
Mr. Egemeyer, we owe you our apologies. We thought you were really here tonight. That was an imposter, and I'll tell you, people will impersonate anybody, won't they? Mr. Egemeyer, be careful when you're out in those streets. There's another one if you're walking around. Anyway, that's enough of the Mr. Egemeyer book, and Mr. Egemeyer, it's just all in good fun. I hope, or we're not still on. Anyway, tonight, the guests of the show, we have some really super exciting people. I hope they're exciting because there's 4 of them. Ladies and gentlemen, they're members of the statistician crew, and here they are. So they stuck you down there in the end, huh, Rob?
Yeah.
It's awful far away from it. We can conduct a conversation. Why don't you guys each give your names? Because I don't know all of you guys. So.
My name is Rob Smith.
Well, Rob.
Pat Thornton.
Mike Bambrick. Greg Rennell.
Okay, so you guys just look like a fun bunch of guys. Tell me why do you do stats?
Because they're there.
No. Well, you don't get paid for that, do you?
No.
Some of them do.
We get
People
free
that-
shirts every year.
So do you do it for the free shirt? I mean, you must like
Free
doing
shirts.
it, right?
Well,
Yeah, it's
also
everything.
we have our own, like season ticket. We have our own seats.
Yeah, they get
reserved.
basketball games free.
Yeah.
Getting the games
Good
free.
Okay, so there are some benefits that come with it too.
Yeah.
How'd you get started in being on the stats crew?
You sign up. You sign up.
Rob, what gave you that inclination to say
Well-
I want to be a statistician?
My personal hero, Steve Hampson.
Yeah. Steve, who couldn't make it tonight. Yes.
He was
He was really kind of the
Leader.
guiding light
Yes.
in your life.
I want to be just like him when I grow up.
What about you, Mike?
Well, Steve, he forced me.
He's just an
No, come on, guys.
inspiration to
No,
us all.
really. Why, Mike? Why did you really join?
I
the
was
stats crew?
just, I heard about it in
He
the
wanted to see
announcements,
the cheerleaders.
You heard about it in the announcement?
and I wanted to see the cheerleaders. And no, that was Rob's idea. So I just wanted to do it. I was thinking about it, and Steve encouraged me, so I did it.
So Steve really, so Steve really is the encourager behind. It's really sad that he
All-American hero.
couldn't make it tonight. What about? Did you guys join for kind of the same reason?
Free shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The free shirt. Sounds like a lot of work for
Oh,
a free
it's-
shirt.
it's
So what exactly do you do with stats? You have to take write down everything that goes on in the game.
Rebounds, shots attempted, shots made, assists, turnovers. A lot of turnovers
Steals,
this year.
fouls,
More turnovers this year than anything.
less points.
Who's
You gotta
Wow.
take Steve's temper too.
No. Now, do you all work
Yeah,
on the
Steve really
varsity
gets into the
games, or do you each have
No.
Well, he
somebody
works.
mentioned?
I'm lucky
okay.
enough I don't have to work underneath Steve.
He works for the
He's
group.
kind of...
He works.
I'm the blessed one of the group.
We drew lots, and he was the lucky one. He got
What
to
do you
the
do?
girls.
I do the girls.
All right, so you work on the girls' stats crew.
Yeah.
Are you the head of that?
Yeah.
So there are people that work under you?
Couple.
Yeah.
Couple short enough.
One.
One?
Yeah.
So it's a large crew of 2
Yeah, it is.
people. I love this.
It isn't-
Good response.
Really.
What about the rest of you?
We all work
Varsity?
Varsity,
Yeah,
sophomore.
mostly varsity.
And sophomores? So you do both?
Yeah, I do both, and Rob does both, and he just shows up for varsity.
Yeah, I'm a junior this year. It's my
So
third
what?
year, so I'm keeping varsity on.
Oh, so that kind of gives you priority over Smith down
Yeah,
there, who's
I got
just a lonely sophomore?
I did them freshman last year, so
Are you a sophomore now?
yeah.
So you and Rob are kind of in the same boat, but Rob works part. But you like working girls better?
It has its advantages, you know.
Well, aside from the girls, I mean, you just it's just.
Well, the guys was full, so Mr. Reed asked me if I wanted to do the girls. I said sure.
So you just isn't it?
As long as I don't have to sit in the front seat.
Do you ever get kind of tired of it though? I mean, you have to go to
Yeah,
every game
some of them are
and
boring.
keep records
But
and
you
stuff.
know,
Rob,
Yeah.
Do you remember the question, Rob?
No.
No. Okay, Mike.
It does get tiring going to away games all the time.
But overall, you do like it.
Yeah.
Just that
Gives you something-
sometimes it gets. I
something
mean, like anything, it gets kind of monotonous. How many games do you have to work a week then?
Sometimes.
What comes to
Usually 2.
But it could be-
Well,
it
this
could
week
be-
we'll be working 4.
It could be more, right? If
Two
it's
and
soft-
yeah, sophomores and
Varsity.
varsity.
The
Yeah,
girls
2
is
nights.
usually 2 to 3 a week.
You work freshman games too?
No.
Right? No.
I fresh soft girls and varsity girls.
How many people are on the stats crew altogether?
10, 15.
So there are quite a few. It's not just.
Well, it's mostly a few people that do the varsity. Just the main
Some people
about
join
5,
just to get
about,
the shirts.
Yeah.
Some people join. The
quit.
shirt seems to be the
Like,
guiding
The
light.
people that keep
Everybody's
the
like,
books get paid. We don't
Like
get
Joel
nothing.
Corcoran.
well, why didn't anybody wear their shirts?
Well, we wore them, Friday
I mean,
to the
you-
games, and we used them.
And they.
So in other words, they're not
They haven't
clean.
been worn.
All right, thanks for not wearing them. Then we don't.
Well, Rob was gonna wear his, but we forced him not to.
I have it
That's good.
underneath this.
Yeah, that's why he wore the sweatshirt.
Got a couple of old readers.
Okay. So overall, you do like doing stats. Rob, who's the head of the stats crew, the varsity stats crew?
Well, my personal hero again,
No.
Steve.
So Steve is the head.
He's
You know
the
you're gonna
head-
get hit. You
he's
know
the head
it.
of everything.
Now remember when you guys got in that fight the other week because of the pictures you were drawing that we're not going to mention.
No, you missed.
Yeah. By the way, I am
Wrong answer.
no longer allowed in Steve's house.
No, I heard about that.
Me and Fitz and Georges got
Thrown out for a Play-Doh fight.
yeah played. It was fun. So Steve told us, which isn't. I guess Steve was just exaggerating.
No,
we weren't
hit-
really kicked out.
Really,
I
seriously,
thought
his
Jenny
mother
got it.
was serious.
No, she was a little upset, but Mrs.
Little?
Hampson, we can.
Mrs. Hampson.
I mean, just because she, tried to hit you with a bat.
But like I told Steve, I said, well, that's just too bad. I guess I won't have to come to your house anymore.
No, they like.
John, congratulations on your victory last night.
Thank you. Rob, would you like to give yours?
Yeah.
Rob competed in the same category I did. It's the first time I'd ever done it.
Of course, you won.
No, Rob did a good job. He just Rob did. and you're not quitting speech team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not. I'm not doing that.
Well, you don't have to do that
Again.
category. Just choose another category. So Rob's in speech team. Are any of you in anything else?
Yeah.
Mike's in
Mike?
girls.
Mike? No. What other activities are you into?
I do, besides stats.
Besides this? I mean, I realize that
Yeah, soccer. The only
Soccer.
sport.
The ultimate.
ultimate.
And I'm in I was in the fall play and musicals.
Oh, so you're one of the play people.
Sort
And
of.
the Advocate. The Advocate's going to be
Advocate, too.
featured. The Advocate's going to be featured in a couple weeks on this show. We're going to have Mr. Hampson. Is going to be on. That'll be his probably be his last appearance of the year.
Where he heads
If we're
off
lucky.
to the Naval Academy.
Yeah, he's just got accepted to the Naval Academy, and that was
Thank goodness.
really
They take
something.
bribes now these days.
He's going to be their mascot, I heard.
Well, we better quit talking about Steve. You guys, I'm serious. You know what
I
he's
haven't
going
said
to
anything
do.
about him, so I'm safe.
He's going to get radical. He's going to come at you in the hall with his fist, and he's going to hit you guys in the head.
No, he won't. Rob and I can blackmail
And then
him.
you'll get kicked out of his house.
Yeah.
You know, pretty soon Steve's saying everybody else will come near his house.
We're trying.
That's both. I got kicked out 2 years last year for what we got kicked out after 10 because everybody goes to sleep there before 10. I guess I don't know.
Well, they have
But,
little kids.
Well, no, we were there to see Jenny.
Yeah.
No little kid. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. They don't have cable, so I'm safe. The Hamptons do not have
right.
cable.
Don't worry, I'm going to mine.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So
Well,
I
got the little brothers.
I feel I'm safe. What?
Got little brothers.
Yeah, he does. This show's turned into the Hampson family portrait. Maybe someday they'll have a
Family show.
maybe someday they'll write a book like Mr. Agemar. Were you inspired by the Aggie book?
Oh, I liked it.
Did you?
It was great.
Yeah, we'll try and send you guys all copies of the book when it's released to the public.
Good.
For free.
I'm not at liberty. Absolutely. Yeah, they'll even be autographed and
Oh, wow.
with the official egg signature. He signs it in an egg. You just
Really?
It says, yeah, Mr. Reckmeyer put your X here. He puts an egg with a big crack in it, of course. That, right. John, what is this? This book's been sitting on the desk. Who, Rob, you brought this?
Mike did.
Mike brought it. What is
No, I
this?
didn't. Rob brought it.
Somebody brought it. What is
Well,
it?
I brought Rob, but Rob brought it from his
What
house.
is this book? The Big Book of Jokes. Do you have some good jokes to tell or something?
Oh,
Do you have a
What-
censor?
Well,
Do you
read
have
the
some?
first
Yeah, we
slip of
do. You
paper.
can't.
It's a put-down
yeah, and
book, I
then
think.
put anything you want into it.
Huh?
I think it's
add
a put-down
anything to
book.
it.
I've never seen it.
We have to be careful.
Can you read it?
Yeah. I don't. This is the joke.
Yeah.
I don't think
Don't
we'll-
read it. That's stupid.
Don't read it.
But that wasn't. That's funny. No, it was. It was. No, it was completely clean, suitable for all children over 7.
That's the slip of paper.
PG-7 now.
This is a good show. Well, these look like. Hey, did you see that? Tasteless Jokes book number 4 is out now.
Oh,
I was reading that the other
You
day.
should have brought that instead.
But I'm not going to read those on the show because the last time I read from that book was Christmas show that we got calls about last year. So we're not going to. Are there some jokes in here you want to tell, Rob?
No.
Mike?
No, it's Rob's.
You know, as long as they're good, clean jokes. Rob, I'm supposed to ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I don't know. What was it?
Be a...
No, you, Mike, that was Mike's idea. Seriously. Say it, Mike.
No, I don't want to be like Steve. You want to be like Steve.
Now, all right, guys,
Yeah.
we're not going to talk about Steve again. The guy's gotten,
Probably crying.
he's
Steve, we like
if he can find his
if he can
pillow.
find it in
I
his
know.
room.
Probably crying in a big stack of papers from 1975, and he doesn't know what they are.
Sports
Yeah,
Illustrated.
his old advocate. Well, do you encourage other people to get into the stats crew? I mean,
They
what-
usually don't. You ask them, no, we don't want to take the time or nothing. It's boring.
Usually Mr. Bruner and Mr. Reed does. Yes, Mr. Bruner and Mr. Reed are the sponsors.
Yeah,
If they
there
want
are
to, very good
sponsors.
job. If they want
They
to,
do
they'll
good.
come to Mr.
Yeah.
Reed or Mr. Bruner.
Okay, how do so you just go to them and tell them, hey, I want to be on the stats crew,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you can work
Yeah.
on it. And yeah, give me my shirt first, though. I want my
Shirt in
shirt.
advance.
do you have those in small, medium, and large?
Well, they're made
And extra large?
No.
You could have them custom made if you really want to get
No,
it.
they're custom made just for the. They don't have
Have our name on
names on them and everything.
I really wish you guys would have brought the official shirt, but
I've got them. They're on my truck.
no, that's okay.
Can we get them?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I want to thank you for coming. It's been very, very inspirational. This has been your thrill of a lifetime.
I've been looking forward to this.
Are you guys going on our field trip?
Yes.
Any of you guys can go.
I am.
Rob's going. You guys, just because you're not, you can go on our field trip. It's
Go.
next Thursday night,
Where are we going?
31.
Channel 31.
WFVD.
Right.
Oh, really?
You guys want to go?
Yeah.
It's just a question of
school,
where's your
when?
dollar. It costs for the for the small price of $1. You can go. No, you can go if you're not.
I'll
not.
pay
Just
when I get
let a
there.
TV club person know. Okay,
Well, I
that's
didn't
fine.
sign up for TV
It's going to be
club.
good. Hey, I want to thank you for watching the show tonight, and Mr. Egemeyer, I want to thank you for being a good sport because no, really, we just having a good time with that, and we will read more excerpts from the book in future years. Guys, thanks for coming. Jim, thanks for having a good band, and I'm sorry we didn't get to your feature tonight. I guess you weren't really ready, right? Right, Jim?
Yeah, you forgot about it. You forgot about it.
Were you ready?
Blame it on us.
We were ready.
Hey,
We're ready.
thanks.
We're ready.
I thought some. Wait,
You forgot. You don't-
I thought somebody didn't have their music. Did you get?
No, I know.
You know your music?
We figured it out.
All right, wait. We're not ending the show yet. We can't end the show on a sour note. Wait,
We
Well,
usually
we're-
do.
I think they're going to...
Oh, we are now. All right. Okay, it's 8:30, but don't worry about it. We're going to go a little over because we are going to have our featured band, ladies and gentlemen. And then we'll come back to the deck. Feature the band. sounded great. I'm sorry I forgot. I just it was a little misunderstanding. Somebody didn't have their music. I thought, but you guys did super. Whether I guess he memorized it.
No.
Made it up they went along.
You got your music. Well, whatever you did to play super, that's great. Jim, thanks a lot. You guys gonna be featured next week?
Yeah.
What are you gonna play?
Rock on the clock.
Okay, that sounds great. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the show is over. Again, I want to thank our guys for being here. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as promised, 2 weeks ago I promised you that America, or the world now, you're in touch with the world, that new graphics would be presented tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen,
You already saw him last Thursday.
no, ladies and gentlemen, Mike Hatfield did the graphics. Anyway, they're brand new graphics, and ladies and gentlemen, as our band plays the concluding song, here are our new graphics. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.